go ahead and get started. Before I do get started, though, I want to remind everybody, if you haven't realized it yet, and many of you have, is that the Christmas tree lights are on the tower up on the mountain. Okay, the strands of lights running down from, not from the actual top, but close to the top to give it the impression that there's a Christmas tree up there. Remember, those lights are LED lights, and they wreak havoc on our received signal. So if you're out there on a handy-talkie, if you're a good ways out, go ahead and up your power if you can, because we may have trouble hearing you if you're out on the fringes, especially on a handy-talkie. So just be aware of that if I'm having trouble getting you in here. Let's go ahead and get started. Do I have any mobiles out there? Let's take mobiles only. Please call Net Control.
This is KN4 GCS, Kilo November 4, Golf Charlie Sierra, Emerson and South Cad.
Okay, first up we had KM4 GCS, Emerson in South DeKalb. Good to hear you tonight, Emerson. And then we had somebody trying to get in there that just doesn't have enough oomph to get past those LED lights up there. All we got was a lot of static and just a few partial syllables of some audio, not enough to give me a clue at all who that was. So if you can move a little bit, if you've got some more power, please try again. If you are mobile, if you're coming towards the mountain, maybe you can try again in a minute or two. Go ahead that last station and try one more time. Maybe they'll be able to try a little bit later if they're coming towards the mountain. So as a reminder, we'll try to get our antennas switched around another one day this week, so it'll be a little bit better, but it's not going to be optimum until we after the holiday season's over and they turn those lights out and we get the antennas switched back to normal position. Any further mobile check-ins, please call Net Control. W4BOC repeater. And I'm sorry, if that was that same station trying a while ago, I actually had no audio whatsoever that I could hear that time, just a blast of static. So you're going to have to get much closer. If you're on a handheld, you're going to have to get real close if you're mobile. So, all right, let me try short time stations. Any short time stations out there, please call now. Net, that last station, I could barely make out your audio, but not enough I could get you in the log. Happen to be any relays that can help me out on that? I guess no relays there. That last station, you're just a little bit too weak to get past those LED lights. If you are mobile, again, try again later. Any short time stations, please call now.
This is, I hope I'm making it, this is Kilo Alpha 4, India Alpha Oscar, KA4IAO, west out in Loganville. Good evening, Stephen and Annette, no traffic.
This is
KM4OXD, Kilo Mike 4, Oscar X-Ray Delta, Raul in Covington. Good evening, Steve. Good evening to the net. No traffic.
This is Whiskey 2, November Papa, W2NP, Chandler in North Wormwood Park, 73 to the net.
This is Kilo November 4, Charlie Golf Oscar, KN4CGO, Russell from Buford, first time.
Stand by, please. First off, we did have KA4IAO West in Loganville. We got you, West. Little scratchy as to be expected from out there. KM4OXD Raul in Covington. W2NP Chandler in North Ormwood Park. And last up, Kilo November 4 Charlie. Did you say November Oscar? I missed the suffix. If you could give it one more time and your name as well, sir.
KN4CGO, Kilo November 4, Charlie Golf Oscar. This is Russell from Buford, first time net.
Okay, KN4CGO, Russell and Buford, first time on the net. Thanks for checking in with us, Russell. Come back every Sunday night at 7 o'clock right here. Glad to have you aboard. Okay, any other short time stations or mobile stations, please call Net Control.
This is Kilo November 4 Golf Sierra Papa checking in from East Atlanta. That's KN4GSP, Justin.
Recognizing KN4GSP, Justin in East Atlanta. Good to hear you out there tonight as well, Justin. Thanks for checking in with us. Okay, let's see. How about Echolink? Just as I came on, I heard somebody say something about Echolink. So we have any Echolink folks that want to check in, please call Net Control N4TTY.
This is Kilo Whiskey 4, Hotel Quebec, Stephen in Alpharetta. Called over Echolink because I can't get in through the repeater through RF in Alpharetta. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net. No traffic, 7:30.
Okay, I had two kind of together there, and I think I know who the second one was. We'll give them a chance to say it again. KW4HQ Stephen out in Alpharetta coming in via Echolink now that he's hampered by the RF curtain up there on the mountain. And then I think that other one was from down Jackson Lake way. Go ahead one more time, see if I was right on that.
This is Kilo Juliet number 4, Bravo Echo Tango, KJ4, BET Ricardo, Jackson Lake, Jackson, Georgia. No traffic. Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net.
And I did have that one right, didn't I? Good evening, Ricardo, KJ4BET down in the Jackson Lake area. Okay, one more time for Echolink. Any further Echolink stations, please call Net Control.
WEAJ by Echolink.
Last station, I get that WE8J via Echolink name to go along with that. You might have checked in last weekend. That sounds vaguely familiar, but if you'll give me a name to go with that, yeah, I think it was Mel, wasn't it? Are you still out at the park?
Hello, Steve. Everybody on the net here this evening. The name here is Mel, Mike Echo Lima Mel, and I am not in the park anymore. We are back home here on St. Simon's Island, in St. Simon's Island, Georgia, of course, and enjoyed meeting everyone up there. Enjoyed your ham fest. And like I say, we are back home here. It's a beautiful 71 degrees here on the island tonight. And don't have anything else. Just wanted to check in, say hi, appreciate the net. And like I say, did enjoy meeting you and many of the others. And a special hello to my brother, who I believe is listening this evening, Doug, KM4 UKZ. So that's all I've got. Thanks so much. 73 WEHJ. Bye-bye.
The W4BOC repeater.
Okay, Mel, WE8J, back home on St. Simon's Island. We're at 71 degrees. How about sending some of that warmer weather back up here? It was this morning, it was in the 40s, and I don't think it got much past that all day, but back in the 40s tonight. So good to hear you, and glad you're back home safely. Hope we'll see you up here, if not before, but next year at the Hamfest as well. This is N4TTY with the November 12, 2017 Alford Memorial Radio Club Sunday Night Net. One more time for either short time, mobile, or Echo Link stations. Please call now. I got a call sign there, but that's about all I got. I think I heard Kilo November 4 Hotel Kilo Bravo. Is that correct?
That's me. Name is Zach. I'm sure I'm not getting to the light.
Okay, Zach. That's Zach. Okay, Zach. Thanks. I think I got a membership form from Hugh as well. So, all right. Well, you got in, but you must be on a handheld, and handhelds this time of year when those lights are on can really give us havoc. So maybe we'll have it. Well, we should have it moved around this week. It'll be better, but it still won't be as good as it was before. Actually, they came on Thursday night. So prior to Thursday, you could get in a whole lot easier, and it won't be that good again until after the first of the year. But thanks for checking in with us tonight, Zach, and I hope we hear you quite a few more times in the future. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to club officers and committee chairpersons. Club officers and committee chairpersons only. Please call Net Control.
This is Kilo 4 Kilo Hotel Sierra. Mike and Wilbur.
This is Whiskey 4 Tango Golf Alpha W4TGA Barry. I'm the repeater manager, and I'm going to be here with Steve. We're going to go up and make some of that noise go away. We're in Dunwoody on emergency power. No traffic this evening, Steve. Okay, recognizing KK4KHS Mike and Lilburn, our president. Good to hear you, Mike. And you usually have some announcements, so I'm going to turn it back over to you when we get done here. And W4TGA Barry and Dunwoody, our repeater manager, is going to be making a trip up to the mountain there, and I'll probably tag along to get those antennas moved around so we can hear just a little bit better than we're hearing right now. So thank you, Barry, for checking in. And Mike, I'm sure you got an announcement or two. How about that? Go ahead.
Steve, I do. I had a dog jump up in my lap right when I was trying to throw out my call there. I apologize, but I did want to share a couple of things with everybody. I've been getting a lot of feedback from vendors and visitors about the Hamfest, and the number one feedback I'm getting is a resounding thank you for making me feel so welcome. And we're hearing that from a lot of people, and especially at the club table. I've got some emails that says people were smiling, they were courteous, and just very helpful. And I want to thank Allison and her crew, Carl and Charlie and Wes, Donna and Theon, and I think we all ought to give them a well-deserved pat on the back for representing our club there at the club table during those, and I know it was very demanding circumstances that they were all working under. Especially want to thank Allison for tracking down and contacting the two top prize winners. I think that she probably only had their call signs on their tickets or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but to be able to get in touch with them and then share that with me, I really, really appreciate that. Let the repeater cycle. Also, some very positive feedback was on the new ham table that David Harden, KJ4CMY, and Greg, KM4RKT, ran. They set up a table there right outside of the VE testing area, and they were very successful in assisting a lot of new hams and programming their radios and answering their questions. And now, obviously, the front and the back gate crew, they had their work cut out for them, and they both, front and back gate crew, did a tremendous job of getting the vendors, the tailgaters, and the visitors into the Hamfest smoothly. And again, the Hamfest wouldn't have been as successful as it was without everybody's help, and I just want to say thank you. So, I know we've got a few other announcements, Steve. I'm not going to steal your thunder. So back over to Net Controls, KK4 KHS.
The W4BOC repeater.
Okay, Mike, thanks for those. I heard a lot of that from folks, too, as well, about how much they appreciated the friendliness of our Hamfest. Some new vendors and older vendors been there many years, saying they don't find many any more fun to come to, more sociable and good people than when they come to our Hamfest. So thanks for those comments, Mike, and yeah, a good attaboy for that crew there at the club table, because I could see most of their goings on over there, and they definitely had their hands full. Okay, any further check-ins from club officers, please call Net Control N4TTY. Okay, well, I trust everybody has recovered now that it's a week behind us for the Hamfest. Let me give the birthdays. We got quite a few here today. Well, we got 3 today, okay? Buzz, KB4JHX birthday. Nick, N0NCQ's got a birthday today. Gretchen, W1MKW's also has a birthday. On the 14th, Allison, AB4YL. Another one on the 14th, William, KM4ONE. On the 15th, Elaine, XYL of WA4VFH has a birthday. On the 16th, N3ACK John. And on the 17th, KM4KJA Sharon is having a birthday. So happy birthday to those fine folks. Hope you guys have many, many more. Okay, I'll make a last call for club officers and committee chairpersons before moving on. Please call now. All right, let's give them a second. Any other station with an announcement or a buy, sell, swap item? sound like our Echo Lake station there, giving us that. Let's see. Let me make an announcement about our Christmas party. Will be 12/14. Well, just under a month from now, or a little over a month from now. The second Thursday of December, 12/14, will be our annual Christmas party there at the church in the fellowship hall in the back. And there is a sign up on the web page you can go to. We will be it'll be $15 per person over the age of 16. So you sign up there, get on the list, so we have a good idea of how many are coming for the party, or the party, and for dinner. It'll be the regular holiday fare, and the same caterer that did it last year, which I got word that was the best we've ever had, will be doing it again this year. And Barry, there will be cherry cobbler. So Barry, if you're still listening, get your appetite whetted for some more cherry cobbler. So see y'all on the 14th at 7 p.m. at the Annistown Road Baptist Church, and we won't be eating beforehand because there's going to be food there. Okay, let's see. Let's move on now to any station anywhere. Remember, you do not have to be a member of the Alford Memorial Radio Club to participate. If you're out there waiting to check in, please call now.
This is K4JLK, Kilo 4, Juliet Lima Kilo, Judy and Dunwoody.
Woohoo! Cherry cobbler!
Good evening to the net, and I'll take care of that noisy background next time.
This is AI4UR, George and Tucker on commercial power. Good evening, Steve and the net.
India 4, Kilo Golf Kilo, KI4KGK, Philly, Atlanta, commercial power.
This November 4, Charlie, India Papa, 4 CIP, Scott, Douglas County, battery power. Thank you for this wonderful headset.
This is Kilo 4, India Tango, K4IT, Jerry and Tucker, no traffic.
So November 4, Delta November Tango, KN4 GNT. This is Stephen in Northwest Atlanta. Hello, everyone on the net.
This is KM4UJP, Kilo Mike 4, Uniform Juliet Papa, John in Avondale Estates. No traffic.
This is N4BFR, November 4, Bravo Foxtrot Romeo, Jim and Champley. No traffic.
The W4BOC repeater.
This is Kilo November 4, Golf India. This is Doug, also here in Avondale Estates. No traffic.
This is Kilo 4, Mike Whiskey Whiskey, K4MWW, Mike and Stone Mountain. Good evening, everybody on the net.
This is Kilo November 4, Bravo Echo Victor, Dana in Roswell, Georgia. No traffic, and good evening, everybody.
This is
W4GIM, Whiskey Alpha 4, Golf India Mike, Tom and Redan. Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net. No traffic.
This is number 4, Mike Papa Charlie, M4 TC, Pat, no traffic, and short time.
Stand by. A real good round there. I'm going to go back and recognize each of these. Let's see. First up, K4JLK Judy and Dunwoody with that Yahoo for the cherry copper in the background. I said the same thing, Barry, when Mike was telling me about that. And then from Tucker, AI4UR George. Good to hear you, George. And then a real noisy one, but I think I dug it out. I've heard him enough. N4DDY, Leroy in Forest Park. I'm going to put you down in there, Leroy. If I don't hear anything from you, I'll figure that was a Roger. Let's see. After Leroy was KI4KGK, Billy in Atlanta. November 4, CIP, Scott out in Douglas County. K4IT, Jerry in Tucker. KN4DNT, Stephen, Northwest Atlanta. KM4UJP, John in Avondale. N4BFR, Jim in Chambly. KN4GGI, Doug, also in Avondale. K4MWW, Mike in Stone Mountain. KN4BEV, Dana in Roswell. WA4GIM, Tom in Redan. And N4MPC, Pat in Decatur, our Vice President, short time. Thank y'all for checking in with us. And if that was somebody other than N4DDY between George and Billy, you better try coming again. Okay, I'm going to leave it that way then. This is N4TTY with the Alford Memorial Radio Club Sunday Night Net for November the 12th, 2017. Let me make my last announcements for tonight. 8 o'clock on the 145.45 repeater, the sister repeater, this one. Same tone, 107.2, will be the DeKalb Aries Emergency Practice Net. So come on over there at 8 o'clock and join us then. 8 o'clock, 145.45, tone of 107.2. Okay. Any further check-ins? Anybody anywhere, please call Net Control.
This is Kilo 4, Yankee Tango Mike, KK4, YGM. Name is Frank in unit. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Mike India.
KM4UKZ, Doug in Atlanta. Okay, I think your brother was the one who came in there on Echo Link earlier, wasn't it, Doug? And then we have KK4YTM, Frank in Noonan. And, boy, very readable, but I guess you checked in enough, and I can recognize the voice even through all the static. KM4YMI, Bo in Decatur. We got you in the log, Bo. Sure you can hear us better than you're getting in, so thanks for checking in with us tonight. Any further check-ins? Anybody anywhere, please call Net Control. This is Rising W4BWE, Barry, and, well, I guess you're in Buford. You usually are, Barry. Very, very noisy, but we got you in here on the log anyway. Thanks for checking in with us. Any further check-ins, please call Net Control.
Net Control, this is November 5, Romeo Echo Sierra, near Fort Worth, Texas on Echo Link. Good evening, sir.
N5RES. Did a quick look up. You didn't give me a name, but I was typing. How about that? Larry, okay? Good to hear you, Larry, from out there in Fort Worth, Texas via Echo Link. Thanks for looking us up and joining us here tonight. Okay, I'll put out a last call for check-ins, although if I get one, as is my usual, I'll do it again. So a last call for check-ins for tonight's net. Please call Net Control.
I'm actually in Springtown, Texas. This is N5RES. We'll stand by and let others check in, sir. Good evening.
Larry, I think I doubled with you there a little bit. Didn't give you long enough to come back. N5RES, Larry. I think you said you were in something spring. I know it's not big spring, I don't think, not if you're close to Fort Worth. So if you want to come back again, I just heard part of where you were, but not all of it. Go ahead and come back to me one more time, and I won't double with you this time, I hope.
Okay, and we just wanted to confirm that we're actually located in Springtown, Texas. Springtown, Texas, 45 miles west-northwest of Fort Worth. And I won't tie the repeater up on your net, sir, but thanks for letting us check in for the count. And this is N5RES standing by listening.
Okay, Larry, thanks for stopping by from up in Springtown, Texas, just outside of Fort Worth, Texas. Come on back every Sunday night at 7 o'clock. We'll be glad to have you. Okay, as I was saying, last call for tonight's check-ins, but if I get somebody, I'll do it again. Please call Net Control N4TTY. Hearing no further check-in, this will conclude tonight's net. I would like to thank all who participated. We had 32 check-ins for tonight's net. This is N4TTY, closing the net, and let's just say 7:35 p.m. local time, and returning the repeater back to normal operations. 73, one and all, N4TTY clear.